Hello, thank you so much for joining us tonight for our virtual session. This is the Pro Virtual College Fair, and we have some great panelists ready to share some information with you all. As you are entering our virtual room, you may notice that your microphone and video are off. However, you can ask questions to our panelists using the Q&A option available. If you have a specific question for one school, feel free to include that in your question. Also, we do have more sessions available like this on our website, and tonight's session will be recorded and available at strivescan.com/probe. Now, without further ado, we will begin tonight with Pittsburgh Institution.
Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in and taking a few minutes. I am going to share my screen with all of you. Let me just pull it up. There we go. So my name is Sally Krasovic, and as I said, I am with the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics, and we specialize in training aircraft technicians for the aviation industry. So let me give you a little bit of history about PIA. We have been in existence since 1929. We were founded out of the Curtiss-Wright Flying Services, and that is the same Orville Wright that was first in flight out of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. So this makes us one of the oldest aviation schools in the nation. We are celebrating over 90 years of experience. So we have campuses in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We also have campuses in Youngstown, Ohio, Hagerstown, Maryland, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, which is where I'm from. We have been in Myrtle Beach since 2012. We are situated by the airport right there, and we are minutes from about 60 miles of beautiful beaches. So we are a nonprofit educational institution. We are accredited through the Commission of Career Schools and Colleges, and that little blue ribbon you see is because our Myrtle Beach campus was the recipient of the School of Distinction Award in 2020. We are accredited by the, approved, should I say, by the FCC and the FAA, as well as the Department of Education for federal student aid for those that qualify. We are an affiliated member of the STEM Education Coalition, and we are a military-friendly gold-ranked school. And whilst I'm bragging, we were also ranked by Forbes as the #1 two-year trade school in the country. That was in 2018, has not changed since. And this is something we're really proud of because it really is a true testament to our students and their successes. So we are not your typical four-year college with a wide range of curriculum options. And that is perfectly okay if that is what you're looking for. Our goal is to get you in and out through very specific career-focused courses. Most of those are hands-on. About 60% of our coursework is hands-on, which is an element that our students really enjoy and that they thrive in because they get to live out the lessons that they're learning on live aircrafts and engines in the classroom. So they really enjoy that piece to it. So what exactly is an aviation technician? Any work completed on an aircraft in the United States, any aircraft at all, whether it is a blimp, a fixed wing aircraft, a helicopter, it must be signed off by an aviation technician. So basically, an aviation technician's job is to make sure that aircrafts are mechanically safe to fly. And aviation affects our lives in many ways. Most people just think of commercial aviation, but there's many other things as well. Medical transport, where air ambulances are transporting patients or organs or blood products. Energy, high power lines where linemen are being transported up on the helicopters, sitting on that outrigger you see to perform maintenance. Cargo's huge. Think of FedEx, Amazon, UPS. Cargo's a huge industry in itself in aviation. And aerospace, where you get to work on vehicles in the Earth's atmosphere, as well as in outer space. So within the industry, there is a fine line between what a technician can and cannot sign off on. And basically, that is between being a maintenance technician and an avionics technician. An avionics technician works on what I call the brains of the plane. So they get to work on things like navigation systems, communication, radar systems, flight controls, and automatic piloting systems. And then you have your maintenance technicians. What they do is inspect, repair, and maintain every aspect of the aircraft. So this requires that they learn the airframe, which is your sheet metal and welding, composite materials, hydraulics and pneumatics, as well as the power plant. And the power plant is the aircraft's engines. So at our Myrtle Beach campus, we offer the Aviation Maintenance Certification. This is a 16-month program, it's full-time, and at the end of it, our students will have earned their FAA, AMP, airframe and power plant license. For those that are interested in also getting their associate's degree, we do have a partnership with our local technical college. So students can complete 4 semesters at PIA and then 2 additional semesters at HGTC, and then they will also get their associates in applied science and general technology. So what does it take to come to school with us? All we need is your high school diploma or equivalent. We do suggest algebra or higher. It's not required, it is a suggestion. We do not need SATs or ACTs, and we do not require any mechanical or aviation experience. Many times students ask me, do I need to have some kind of experience? And you don't. At PIA, we are starting from the ground up with you with the fundamentals. What we want from you is merely a willingness to learn and a desire to be successful. We do have a career service team that works with our students hand in hand, just to make sure that they are prepared to find employment. And they do this through job opportunities, career fairs, on-campus recruiting, as well as working on those power skills, resume writing and interview skills. Our students go on to work for places like Boeing, Myrtle Air, NASA, SpaceX, Aerojet Rocketdyne, just to name but a few. So if you're interested in where our students go, you can certainly jump on our website at pia.edu. And there's a pretty cool interactive map that does show you where our graduates go work, as well as a link to the websites of the companies they work for. So if you think this is something you may be interested in, or you want more information, then certainly take a screenshot of this, or you can use the QR code with your phone, and hopefully I get to hear from you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Up next, we have Miami University, Oxford.
Alrighty, everyone. Thank you for tuning in this evening. My name is Hannah Stone, and I am the Senior Assistant Director of Regional Enrollment for the southeastern part of the US for Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. So a little bit about Miami. We consider ourselves to be a large university with the heart of a small school. So overall, we are still considered to be on the larger end of what is typically a mid-size institution with a little over 19,000 undergraduate students on campus. However, we really do our best to kind of take that campus size and really give each of our students a very individualized experience. So part of that comes from our location. We are located in the town of Oxford, Ohio, which is your typical college town, located in the southwestern part of the state and about an hour away from the city of Cincinnati. So if you are looking for that college town experience, Miami can definitely check a lot of those boxes. We have over 120 different majors on campus with averaging 30 students in our classes. All of our classes are taught by professors, so it really does allow our students to get to know who is in front of them every day teaching their classes on campus. We are known across the country for being a top institution for university teaching. So this means, like I mentioned before, it is professors who are teaching your classes at Miami every day. So this gives you a chance to get to know not only more about that subject material, but also create personal relationships with our faculty. Our faculty will practically bend over backwards to make sure that you are succeeding not only in their classes, but also just in life in general. And our professors really do serve as mentors to our students over the course of their 4 years. Some general information about the type of student that typically gets admitted to Miami. Please know that we are aiming to be test optional for admission for the upcoming year as well. So know that it is completely up to you if you would like to submit an SAT or an ACT score as a part of your application. A majority of our students are also coming from states across the country. So really a national as well as international student body on campus. So you're not surrounded by students who are all from the state of Ohio, which really does kind of enhance that campus community feel. We also consider all of our applicants for merit scholarships with your application to Miami. Based on GPA, this is more or less the amount that you can expect depending on where your high school grades are falling. With our merit scholarships, this also ties into something called our 4-year tuition promise. So at Miami, we fix the rate of tuition for all 4 years of your Miami experience. This means that once you start with us, you don't have to worry about us increasing tuition during your time there. So this allows you to plan and budget 4 years ahead of time about college expenses. And again, it's something less that you don't have to worry about for 4 years, and you can focus on completing your degree with us. And just some more fine print about our 4-year tuition promise there. And outcomes. So Miami, we are preparing you to be successful in that next step after graduation, whether that's going into your first career or continuing your education in a graduate or professional level capacity. So we do prepare and send our students off to some very notable graduate programs across the US as well as the world. And we also send our students across the country and the world as well into various career paths. And there is my contact information. If you have any other questions, I will definitely be around in the chat, but please feel free to grab my contact information and please do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you and have a great night.
Thank you. Up next, we have Massachusetts Maritime Academy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rose. I am going to be giving you a little bit of an overview about Mass Maritime. Like our title says, we are in Massachusetts. We're up in Cape Cod. This is a picture here of our entire campus. So we are pretty small. We do have about 1,700 undergraduate students. So we're small in land size and population as well. So if you're a fan of those small class sizes, knowing your professors, being able just to walk into their offices and stuff like that, we're really big on that here. One really big misconception with us is that we are a military school, but we are not. In any respect, you do not have to join the military by coming here. We are just fully regimented, which I will get to in just a second, but we are a public university of Massachusetts. All of our education is very STEM-based. We do guarantee housing all 4 years on campus. And then down at the bottom here, you see our tuition, fees, housing, meal, and sea bag, which is your uniform. So all 5 of those things go into that out-of-state tuition. So here are the 7 different majors that we offer. Like I said, they are all STEM majors. Marine engineering and marine transportation are 2 majors where you will graduate with a US Coast Guard license. Those are the 2 majors specifically for students that are interested in working in the maritime or shipping industries, working directly on a ship. whereas marine engineering is more anything in the engine room of a ship. Marine transportation is anything up in the bridge, being a deckhand, anything with navigation. Our other 5 majors are definitely more flexible. They are much more geared towards careers on land, so not directly in that maritime and shipping industries. So they are pretty flexible in what you want to do with them. All of the majors do require some form of an internship, which we call experiential learning or co-ops. For most of them, they are a mix of an internship with a study abroad experience. So marine engineering and transportation get to go on sea term on our ship, the TS Kennedy, which you can see in my Zoom background. For about 6 weeks in the winter, they head down to the Caribbean, sometimes go through the Panama Canal, usually stop in Florida as well to get some sea time. But then also once you're docked, you can visit that port or that city or country wherever you are for a day or two, for example. So this is the regiment. The picture you see at the top, they're all blacks, is kind of what you would wear day to day, going to classes, going to meals. All in all, it is definitely designed to help you build that character and leadership skills. Everything that the regiment will teach you about time management, how to be a good leader, how to be a good follower, will help you in your academics as well as your career. And so that's what we really want, is to set our students up for immediate success. Your day-to-day is definitely going to be really structured. It is pretty much planned out for you from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep. But don't worry, there's a bunch of time to, 1, sleep, and then also for any clubs or sports or any other free time that you would want. This is a little bit more about our campus life. So we are a D3 school with athletics. All of our teams are listed here. I do like to note that we do not have any winter sports because of the way that our academic calendar is structured. So that's why you will only see fall and spring. On the other side of things, we do have a student government association. They're the one that plan all of the fun events on campus, like you can see in this picture here. So we'll have an annual Emory Rice Day, which is kind of just like a big day to hang out outside with everyone, with a bunch of vendors showing up, different pop-up events, weekly game nights. We have a student lounge where you can hang out in, out of uniform as well. And then we do have a bunch of different clubs. And we also have what we call Seventh Company. So all of our dorms are called companies. But Seventh Company in particular is for our band, honor guard, drill team, choir, all of that stuff. All of those students live together in that same dorm hall, all 4 years pretty much. And this is my information. So if you ever need to get in touch with us, and also if you are interested in following us on social media, these are the 3 main tags on Instagram if you're interested in learning more about what the school has to offer. But other than that, thank you so much.
Thank you. Up next, we have the University of South Carolina, Beaufort.
Hello, my name is Dawn Price. Oh, let me get into my presentation here. There, thank you. So my name is Dawn Price. I'm actually based in Atlanta, Georgia, but I work in the admissions office of the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. I just want to thank all of y'all for being here and giving me this time. I actually thought I'd start with just some fun, quick facts. Beaufort College actually opened in 1795. So it makes us one of the oldest colleges in the state. We currently have 2,100 students, so we're a little bit of a smaller university. 1,000 of those are currently living on the campus. When you look at the student-faculty ratio, we're at 17:1. We have over 40 clubs and organizations, and actually we're part of the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, so it's the NAIA Sun Conference. So right now the Sand Shark athletic programs include baseball, cross country, golf, track and field, also softball and women's soccer. And in addition, we have a lot of club sports and intramurals. Now, the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, we actually have 3 campuses, and you can see they're on the coast of South Carolina. We have our main campus, which is Bluffton. We also have Beaufort as well as Hilton Head Island. So I'm going to take you a little bit deeper into each of these locations. First is Bluffton, again, our main campus. It's 200 acres, and it actually sits on the gateway to Hilton Head Island. It includes 10 residential halls. We have multiple dining options, a campus center, recreation center, as well as the bookstore, amazing library, and again, main campus here. We have our Beaufort, which is really the historic Beaufort waterfront. This is where you'll find the College of Honors. In addition, we have history, perfect location based on location for marine biology. And this is actually an arts and cultural hub. So this is where you'll find our visual art and design. And then finally, we have Hilton Head Island. And this is our newest campus. And you'll find here the Center for Hospitality Management. And the neat thing about this location, it was actually designed as a working event and conference center. So you'll have an amazing beverage lab, a fabulous demonstration kitchen, and the work study opportunities are amazing just based on this destination. And the students like to say that they like study, work, and play at the beach because this building is just 1 mile from the beach location. So now I'd actually like to introduce you to our academic schools and departments. USCB has 30 academic programs and majors that incorporate exceptional instruction, extensive hands-on learning, and leading edge resources and technology. So I'm just going to briefly touch on each of these. We have our School of Humanities and Social Sciences, and included in this with communication, English, history, your interdisciplinary studies, psychology, sociology, and visual art and design. Then next, we have our School of Science and Mathematics. You're looking at what I like to point out in this slide is specifically our coastal ecology and conservation, as well as marine biology. And then you have your information science and technology. And then finally, we have our School of Professions. And this includes your business administration, you have early childhood education, elementary education, hospitality management, nursing, and public health. And then we have a long list of minors, which I'm not going to go through, but we also have our pre-professional tracks that I do like to point out because they include dental, engineering, law, medicine, and veterinary. So I wanted to speak here regarding, in addition to providing an engaging classroom experience, the faculty members are committed to teaching excellence and are personally dedicated to each student's success, truly in the community and globally. And they do this by working closely with each of you to look to identify research opportunities, internships that might be available for academic credit, ways for you to study abroad, as well as clinical experiences. So with that, I just want to talk about our admission needs. For freshman students, you'd need to complete an online application and submit your high school transcript. And as mentioned with another school earlier, for 2021, tests are optional for the ACT or SAT. Then when you look at the admission requirements, for freshman students, it would be a minimum 2.0 cumulative GPA. Again, test optional in 2021, but historically minimum of 880 on the SAT or 17 on the ACT. With the college prep curriculum, we're looking for 20 units that would include the following. I like to point out the social sciences, fine arts, and the 1 unit of physical ed or ROTC plus the 2 electives. So looking at the total cost of attendance, you can see here the tuition, housing, meal plan, and fees for the total cost. And this is estimated based on the 2020-2021 school year. But what I really like to talk about is actually our residential scholarship. This is for all non-South Carolina residents, and it awards $11,046 per academic year. The eligibility criteria is you must reside in an on-campus housing. In addition, you should have an SAT score of 1050 or higher, ACT of 21 or higher, or an academic GPA of 3.0. And to maintain this scholarship, all you need to do is have 12 credit hours per semester, maintain a 2.5 GPA, and reside in on-campus housing. So with that, I wanted to say next steps, please, we'd love to have you as a SAN chart. Please apply. I've got the link here. And if you'd like to inquire, I can provide with a fee waiver code for you. And with that, I would like to say thank you very much. Here's my contact information. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And up next, we have University of Tampa.
Hi, everyone. I'm just getting my screen ready. All right, so the University of Tampa is a medium-sized school right in the heart of downtown Tampa, Florida. We have about 9,600 students. We also offer graduate programs in addition to our undergraduate studies. So about 1,000 of our students are enrolled in graduate studies as well. Because you might not be familiar with the area, we love to highlight what's going on in Tampa, what's new. So you might have seen that we hosted the Super Bowl this past month. And not only that, but we took home the title with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Lightning won the Stanley Cup last year. So it's really just an exciting time to be in Tampa, especially if you're interested in entertainment, media, and sports management. These are all programs that we offer here, and our students get to take advantage of our close proximity to these professional teams and hospitality industries as well. And as I mentioned, our campus is in downtown. The only thing that separates us from downtown is the beautiful Hillsborough River that you'll see to the right of my screen. So I really find it to be a unique position because if you're looking at schools in other major cities, you might see that they say the city is your campus or things like that. And in essence here, you both get to have a campus feel and the city life as well. Our campus is 110 acres. Everything that you would need is on it. You won't have to worry about public transportation or getting from class to class throughout the city. We really have the best of both worlds here at the University of Tampa. And students from around the world come to take advantage of this unique position downtown and our excellent academic offerings. About 70% of our student body does come from the US, and we also have all 50 states represented. About a third of our students are coming from Florida, a third of them are coming from the Northeast, and a third represent the remaining states. And I said 70% when I meant 90% because 10% of our students are international. We have 130 countries represented here on campus. So it's a really great way to create a dynamic learning and social experience here on campus because chances are you will be having classes with people from your hometown or people from countries that you've never even been to or even heard of. We are a highly accredited school, and I'd love to point out that we are AACSB accredited. If you are interested in going to school for business, definitely make sure the schools you're considering have this accreditation. As a medium-sized school, we do have smaller class sizes. Our average class size is about 22, and our largest classroom on campus can only accommodate 80 students. So if you're looking for large lectures, hall-style classes, we're not going to be a good fit. We really want our students to get to know their professors and to get our professors to know their students as well. We do have an honors program that all students are eligible for upon application to the university. There's no separate application. And we offer a wide variety of study abroad experiences. We're hopeful that our students can continue to study abroad starting again next spring. We also offer about 1,000 internships annually, and we really believe that learning by doing and having this hands-on experiential education is the best way to showcase your skills when you're moving on post-graduation to apply for jobs, to apply for internships. And again, because we have students from all over the world, we help you find internships all over the world, whether it's right here in Tampa Bay when you're studying, or if you're going home for winter break, summer break, or doing one of our many study abroad programs as well. These are just a few examples of what we have here in the local Tampa Bay area, where students intern during their college career or where they go to work after graduation. Now, talking a little bit about campus life, again, because we have students who come from all over the country and the world, our students are extremely independent. They're not calling mom and dad on the weekend to come do laundry. They're really coming here to, leave their support system and build a new one on their own and create a new chapter for themselves. On campus, we have 27 dining options, including the ones listed here, which are really great student favorites. We have 12 residence halls and do prioritize housing for first-year students. Moving around Tampa, it's a really great walkable city. So if you're not familiar with the area, we do not allow freshmen to have cars on campus, but we do free bike rentals at our fitness and recreation center. We have zip car rentals, and my favorite is the Downtowner, which is a fleet of electric vehicles that are downtown Tampa, and it only costs about $1 to get from point A to point B within the city. This is our fitness and recreation center. It's a rendering of our newest construction build on campus. It's getting an expansion, and we're going to have pool decks, hot tubs, new basketball courts, sand beach volleyball courts. It's something we're really excited about. And if you are interested in participating in athletics, we do offer over 20 NCAA D2 teams. We're also a military-friendly school, so if you're interested in ROTC, that's something we offer as well, and we accept veteran benefits. Now, kind of wrapping up and getting to the nitty-gritty, we do accept 3 different types of applications. If you're a freshman applicant, you'll need these 3 items, and we are also test blind until 2023. We're also a transfer-friendly school, and these are our early action and regular decision timelines. We're currently on rolling admissions, but if you're a junior looking to apply, definitely encourage you to apply early because there will be more scholarship opportunities. You can get your deposit in and start applying for housing right away. We do offer merit-based scholarships, need-based aid, departmental scholarships, and we honor any federal grants and loans. We offer more than $127 million a year. And graduation is the goal no matter what you're studying here at the University of Tampa. So we're proud to share that nearly all of our students report success with a job placement or graduate school placement 6 months post-graduation. Definitely encourage you to check out our social media channels. It'll give you a great feel for student life. And again, my contact information is below. I'm going to write it in the chat, and I'm the admissions counselor covering the Southeast US.
Thank you so much, University of Tampa. At this time, we do still have some free time till the end of this virtual session. So I wanted to ask our panelists one general question and give them time to answer. So the question I wanted to ask our panelists at this time is, what is your favorite event or tradition on your campus? So we can go in the order of the presenters. So Sally, if you want to begin, that would be great.
Sure, I'll jump in on this one. So this is obviously pre-COVID, but we have an event that every year there is a competition. It is open to all aircraft maintenance, schools, aerospace. It is the Aerospace Maintenance Competition, AMC, and they bring schools from all over the country, 4-year schools, 2-year schools, trade schools, and they send in teams of 5, and we always send a team in, and then they compete. And just the students have so much fun. It goes over days, get to compete on lots of different types of projects. And I have to say at PIA, we always place, which we're very proud of because we're just a little trade school, but it's something that we really look forward to every year, and hopefully we will be back very shortly too.
Thank you so much. So the question I have for our panelists is their favorite tradition or event on their campus. Up next, Miami University.
Yeah, so I have a few favorite Miami campus traditions. I think first, kind of the big year kickoff to the school year, obviously pre-COVID. This year it did take place in an online virtual capacity, is our Student Activities Fair. And it's a great way for our new students to really see all that there is to get involved at Miami, as well as get some free stuff. So we have some local food trucks come, so you can also get free food there as well. But a little bit later in the year, our campus motto is Love and Honor. And kind of tying into that, we do a number of things around Valentine's Day. And one of my favorite campus organizations is Pause for a Cause Miami, where our students can actually raise service dogs and assistance dogs. And they host a big fundraiser every Valentine's Day that allows you to pay, it's about $5 to have your picture taken with some of the dogs that are in training. So it's a great way to spend an afternoon, pet some puppies and get your picture taken, and also raises money for a great organization as well.
Thank you so much. Up next, Massachusetts Maritime.
Yeah, so one of our big traditions is what we call our orientation graduation. So for us, orientation looks a little different than your traditional school, if you can imagine. Our orientation is about 2 weeks long, and it's really intensive at our school. And if you want to know more details, feel free to reach out. But at the end of those 2 weeks, pre-COVID again, we have a really big marching competition. So each group of students gets to show off their new marching skills and compete against each other. And then kind of walk across the football field as sort of a graduation, like you've made it through orientation and now you are a full-on student at Mass Maritime. And to see the students put that much work into those 2 weeks and kind of have that night with their parents and their families to all kind of celebrate them is definitely my kind of favorite tradition we have on campus.
Thank you. Up next, we have South Carolina.
Yes, so I have to be honest, I have been in my position for 2 months and I've been to the campuses, and the thing that impressed me the most is the amount of engagement that they have, especially with the students, the teachers. And what's impressed me is the fact, just the way the students, it's the entire environment, just being on the coast, the beaches, and I'm learning so much every day. So I'm going to have to get more research into the special things that they're doing, but it's a great environment.
Thank you. And last but not least, University of Tampa.
I think, again, just being on the river downtown, it's great to see all the different events that happen on the river. For instance, we have a Christmas boat parade, so boaters will come and deck out their boats and Christmas lights and have a competition and see, who has the most unique decoration. St. Patrick's time, not happening this year, unfortunately, but they dye the river green and we also have a parade for that. And then recently with the Super Bowl win and the Stanley Cup win, we had the boat parades for the championship parade. So instead of having your traditional parade on land, we have the boats come by and students were right there on campus, didn't even have to leave campus, and could cheer the winners on as they came down the river on the boat. So really exciting just to be in that spot and kind of see different traditions happen each year.
All right. Thank you to all the panelists for answering my question. Much appreciated. At this time, really, that is the end of our session. So as you exit out, you will be presented with a survey. Please complete it. Your feedback allows us to further improve. We do have other sessions like this available on our website, and this recording will be made available on our website as well. So please visit strivescan.com/probe. Thank you again, and we wish you the best of luck on your college search. Have a great evening, everybody.